out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under a sky pane, old memories gone. I found your hat, edges frayed and weather worn, by the creek where we swore love beneath the storm. You laugh spring in your step like morning dew, each laugh, each touch as the wild west wind blew. Head tied down, heart let loose, drifting like tumbleweeds with no excuse. Saddles worn, trails gone cold, in empty cabins our stories untold. Each setting sun I feel the weight of a lonesome heart none can recreate. Now the porch creak's empty, waiting in vain. Gravel roads washed out by the season's rain. Where once we danced, now only shadows sway. Echoes of laughter, whisked so far away. The scarf you left clings to the wind's sad tune, a melody of a love that left too soon. Head tied down, heart let loose, chasing the echoes of a love we can't produce. Saddles torn, nights unfold, in silent whispers our dreams are retold. Every dawn I chase the light, holding on to shadows, fleeing into the night. In the dust where our paths once merged, I wander lost on this lonely verge. Forgive me, love, for I can't find the way to untie this hat, to cease this fray. Head tied down, heart still bound to the ghost of your whisper, the softest sound. Saddles empty, trails wind down into the heartache of this quiet town. As sunsets blaze and day meets night, I'm a cowboy alone, holding tight to the memory of us, hat tied down in the wildlands, lost in love once found. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries, while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stains, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Mood stays, but you're not here today. Just shadows in the silver, the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads banish to your memory, my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray 'neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air. In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's amber, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I searched the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I'd tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, lies a scarf she left, fading now, a weathered thing. Underneath that old porch light, where moths still dance and swing, there's a whisper amongst the shattered glass, where we dreamed of spring. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the past where we once walked, as the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our past. These shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. Old cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. The door swings lone and slow. Gravel roads where the marks we made, now overgrown, they barely show. That saddle rests untouched. Dust settles where the light gets in. Each piece a fragment of the days before the world grew thin. Oh, the whispers in the glass, like echoes of her laugh, they travel on the wind through the paths where we once walked, as the sunset paints in brass over fields that felt our path. These shattered glass whispers cut deep as I roam back. By the riverside the willows weep, the stones remember names. Every trail leads back to her, each step retraces flames. Maybe on some rain-soaked night I'll meet her shadow at the gate. In her silent company find peace with what I couldn't change. So listen close beneath the stars, where wild winds never rest, to the shattered glass whispers of a love once confessed. In the quiet town's embrace, or the wild land's endless quest, her memory's a melody in a worn-out cowboy's zest. Yes, these shattered glass whispers bleed in the heart they never left.
Out where the oak tree shadows weave along the creek where I told you to leave, the gravel cracked under your boots so worn there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze, left me alone with my memories. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. The porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune, under the watch of a cold silver moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's true, just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest. Lost trail remembers and never forgets the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead with you, my ghost, and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
Under the shadow of an old oak tree where the whiskey carved your name next to mine, we watched the sun bleed into rocky plains as if the earth knew it cried for twilight time. The wind whispered secrets through the tall grass, your scarf danced like a wildflower dream. There on that porch, time was a gentle pass in a quiet town where love was the theme. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. The trails of tears, the trails of dust as we drift apart. The memories rust, a whiskey carved where my soul got caught. Now the oak stands alone against the raging storm, our names erased by the hands of rain. The cabin empty, the leather worn along the gravel roads where echoes retain. No laughter under the porch light, just silent shades, the scarf you left, now frayed and torn, each thread a tale of those sweet bygone days, faded like the fabric, weathered and worn. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. Trails of tears, the trails of dust as we drift apart. The memories rust, oh whiskey carved where my soul got caught. In the stillness of the night, I feel the pulse of old trails. Every star a step you took away from this fading tale. And the moon, oh the moon, where's your face in its pale light, guiding my dreams to where love once burned so bright. Oh, whiskey carved my heart forever marked underneath the skies where our old love sparks in the quiet of the leaving, in the solace of the dark. Oh, whiskey carved forever, you are my heart's stark mark. Whiskey carved in the soul of this lonely lark. underneath the old oak shade, where our dreams first found their feet. We carved our names wild and free in the heart of a summer's heat. Your scarf had danced upon the breeze like a soft and subtle plea. In that dusty town where the wagon stood, but now it's just a memory. Oh, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the whispers of the trees. The wagon walked away, my love, and took all my dreams. Now the porch swings along, the echoes of your laughter gone. Saddles gather dust where our tales were spun from dusk till dawn. The cabin stands empty where once the candlelight warmly played. On the trail we walk now, just a fading, jaded, lonely shade. Yes, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the silence of the breeze. The wagon walked away, my love, and left me on my knees. In the hush of the rain, I feel you close like whispers of the past. Every drop of memory's ghost in a love that couldn't last. I roam these wild lands beneath skies vast and deep, searching for my heart in the promises you couldn't keep. So the wagon walked away under skies turning bleak. My tears mix with the dust and the words I cannot speak. Every sunset burns red like the scars you left behind. The wagon walked away, my love, and peace I cannot find. Screen fades to the cowboy silhouette against the fading light. Hello as the last note of his ballad drifts in the twilight. On the edge of El Paso, where the oak trees guard the lost, I met her under starry skies where now only shadows toss. By the old wooden porch we danced, soft shoes on creaking wood. Her laughter mingled with the wind, swore it'd stay for good. But the starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together, now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot, beneath the heaven's vast expanse. The starry night forgot. Years threaded silver through my hair. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads where the marks we made turn now to silent stone. The scarf she left behind hangs on a rusty nail, still faintly smells of rain, like tears from the skies when the heavens shared our pain. The starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together, now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's long heaven's vast expanse. The starry night forgot. Oh, how the prairie grass whispers secrets when we roam. Now every whisper's a reminder of how I wander alone. Maybe the land remembers, though the stars refuse to tell, of the nights we stitched our dreams before the darkness fell. So I'll sing to the starry night that forgot, to the dreams that we once knew, to the echoes of her footsteps fading into the morning dew. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot, in the heart of forgotten trails where even stars dare not. And as the sunset bleeds its last over lands where she once stood, I saddle up my sorrows right through this lonesome wood, where the starry night forgot and all but one heart moved on. Underneath these endless skies, I reckon life just draws its dawn.
In the shadow of the oak where we first met, under skies that paint the guilt of my regret, the breeze whispers through the grass a soft and sorrow duet, as the sun dips low where my heart's sun forever sets. Oh, sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, carrying memories where wildflowers once flowed. Still creaks, but it sings no more for you. Scarves you left behind faded now from red to blue. Rain taps the window like the tears we never knew. In the dust of empty rooms, I trace the life we outgrew. Sunset sleeps on the ridge of the weary road, in a cabin silent where our love once brightly glowed. These gravel paths lonely, my thoughts a heavy load, morning echoes in the wind through the oaks bestowed. Oh, sunset sleeps and I whisper to the stars unseen of a love that haunts my trails in the places we have been. Though I roam forever between the spaces in between, in every setting sun, your shadow dances on the green. Oh, sunset sleeps, my love, I am forever bound to the echoes of shadow of the oaks, where the wild rivers bend, I found your scarf, a memory in the wind. It danced like smoke from the cabin's old stone flue, where you laughed under stars, a night's embrace so true. Thorns held tight in the palm of my hand, bleeding echoes of you in this forsaken land. Each sunset bleeding into a lonesome blue, I roam with the ghosts of a love I once knew. Trace gravel roads where the dust whispers past, old porches creaked with tales meant to last. But time swept you away like leaves in a storm, leaving just echoes in the boots I've worn. Thorns held tight, bleeding echoes of you in this wild, wide land. Sunset still bleeding to my lonesome blue. I roam with the ghosts of a love so true. Now I sit by the river, watching waters rush by, my reflection alone neath the vast prairie sky. Thoughts swirl like the leaves caught in an endless flight, grasping at the warmth of a lost golden light. Just the same, every sunset's a reminder of what used to be. On these empty trails of memory, you still walk with me. Out where the oak tree shadows lay along, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn. By the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home, your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet. Riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past. The wildlands changed, so did the grass.
Old porches creak beneath time's heavy hand, in empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, path's overgrown yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground in the silence after you're nowhere found. Lock it, shut the door on dreams once lived, in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift. Riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The dusk a cold blanket or the twilight sigh of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunset's burn, a lesson in each turn of how to love then learn. An empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright, now just the twilight and the softening of night. Lock it, shut the door on the love I can't restore. Whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more. Riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light.
Out where the oak trees shadow old and dusty trails, I found a scarf, a fragment of tales, under the weeping moon by the creek's embrace, where silence speaks and time leaves its trace. We carved our names on the old porch wood in a world of dreams we understood. Oh, the locket on my chest, it's turned cold, holding the warmth of a love once told. The winds whisper neath the fading skies, echoes of laughter, the tears in my eyes. Riding alone where the cold rivers flow, this rusty locket, a symbol of the love I know. Cabin stands empty on Bluebell Hill. The fire's died down, the nights are still. Her gentle whisper, a ghost in the wind, dances in shadows where our stars are dim. The saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, a testament to the love we packed. Oh, the locket on my chest, it's turned cold, holding the warmth of a love once told. The winds whisper neath the fading skies, echoes of laughter, the tears in my eyes. Riding alone where the cold rivers flow, this rusty locket, a symbol of the love I know. Now gravel roads stretch neath my weary feet, each step away from her bittersweet. Memories like rain wash the dusty ground, in the solitude of the lost I am found. But oh, this heart tethered to a bygone day, no reins can hold when it yearns to stray. Oh, the locket on my chest, forever cold, clasping the story of a love once bold. As I whisper to the stars where the dark skies grow, in the rust of that locket, her love still glows. Riding on on till the end of the days. I've stole with this rusty locket, the keeper of my soul.
In the hush of early dawn, where the prairie flowers born, I recall the old oak shade where we laid our love's first cornerstone. By the creek under sky so wide, your scarf it danced a lonesome waltz. On that porch where time did pause, your laughter echoed, now it's lost. Saddle shut the door on all the dreams that roam these floors. The wind whispers your name through every crack beneath the boards. Sunsets bleed like the tears we've cried on the trails where we once rode. Every hoofbeat in the dust, a story of our love now goes. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds through the streets of this old town. Gravel roads once shared now bear no trace of your sweet sound. The cabin's empty, echoes fade where your dress once swayed in grace. In the silence neath the willows, I still see the moonlight on your face. Saddle shut the door on all the memories we adore. The wind carries your laugh and the rains lament our Lord. Moonlight fades where we once lay, in the arms of night so cold. Every star a whispered sigh, a tale of love no more told. Cry, heard me whisper to the sky, asking why love rides away, leaving just the soul aside. An empty saddle by the door, a heart that won't ride trails no more. In the night I reach for you, find your shadows on the floor. So saddle shut the door, love won't pass this way no more. Dusty heart, keep your secrets buried deep within your core. Let the sunset kiss the night where our dreams once soared in flight. Hold me tight just once more in the fading prairie light. Cowboy sings into the wind, his voice is soft as sorrowed lore. Saddle shut the door, my love, saddle shut the door. I remember her laughter like the creek that flowed through the meadow where the wild horses roamed. We danced under stars by the old oak shade where the whispers of the canyon had promised to stay. Her scarf pale blue caught on the breeze as we carved our love deep in the bark of those trees. Time like the river when the rain pours down, washed away the canyon where our dreams were found. Now I'm singing to the shadows, to the stones I lay in the land where the heart of my youth did stay. Oh, the canyon washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. Years roll like dust down an empty track to the porch where we sat that ain't coming back. The cabin stands lonesome, the door swings wide with no one to hear how the old wood cried. Those trails we tread are old, overgrown. The town's just a memory, the road's just bones. But time like the river when the rain pours down washed away the canyon where our dreams were found. Now I'm singing to the shadows, to the stones I lay in the land where the heart of my youth did stay. Oh, the canyon washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. Up the dust, it ends the game. I know she's a memory, a faded light, but in the silence of the prairie, she's mine tonight. So time, take your river, let the rain pour down. I've lost more to you than my heart had found, but I'll keep singing to the shadows by the stones I lay in the dust of a canyon that the storms washed away. Just a whisper in the wind, where my heart will stay. In the shadow of the oak tree, where we swore our souls to keep, lies a cabin empty-hearted, where the weeping willows weep. Beneath the porch where we once danced, the boards recall your steps, and every gust of prairie wind whispers of the secrets we kept. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fading light. The gravel roads we wandered, now overgrown and less defined, like the path our love meandered, leaving our promises behind. The rains that wash the dusty plains can't cleanse my haunted mind, for in the storms I see your face, and peace I cannot find. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fading light. By the riverside of memory, where the waters run so deep, I saw a reflection fleeting fast, swept away in a silent sweep. And in that moment, stark and clear, I knew what I must do to live the songs we left unsung, and to find a trail anew. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the endless skies, and I'll carry every verse till the day my weary spirit it lies. Now your scar flies free from the saddle, lost like the whispers of the dove as I roam this world, a shadow man chasing the ghost of lost love.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's an old ranch house with its porch worn low. Sunset bleeds through the boards like a slow dying fire, where our names are still carved, but the years they conspire. Oh, the wind sings through the empty cabin's call, rustling up ghosts in the autumn leaves fall. Saddle sits dusty, scarf hangs undone, under the fading trails of a long set sun. Gravel crunches soft under lone wanderer's boots, echoes of laughter faded paths roots. Once we danced here neath the endless sky's dome, now it's just shadows and my travels I roam. The rivers still flow past the old wooden gate, but the laughter's all drowned, sealed by time's heavy weight. Rain taps like sorrow on the cold window pane. Each drop a memory, each storm a refrain. Oh, the wind sings through the empty cabin's call, rustling up ghosts in the autumn leaves fall. Saddle sits dusty, scarf hangs undone, under the fading trails of a long set sun. There's a stillness in the air quite so deep, it's like the prairie herself's been put to sleep. In the heart of the dust, where my dreams drift away, I've learned that some loves, like the wild, just can't stay. So the wind will keep singing through that old cabin side, stirring the dust where the past might just lie. I'll ride on till the stars fade from the dawn's first light, where the abandoned ranch drifts out of sight, out of sight.
Out here where the oak trees whisper low, under vast skies where the wild rivers flow, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing, faded red like the sunset promises spring. Each thread a tale, each color a burn on my heart, neath the star where we turn. Saddle burns and the dust of the road, lonely tracks where our stories were once told. Memories ride like shadows beside Under the moon, in the quiet where they hide, could a man find peace in a wandering light? Or just echoes of you and a heart cut by a knife? Gravel roads leading down to empty cabins old, footprints gone in the dust, heart gone cold. Echo laughs in the wind, now just sighs. Not even the rain can hide these tearful eyes. Where once was a fire, now just smoky remains. In the chill of the night, only silence explains. Saddle burns and the dust of the road, lonely tracks where our stories were once told. Memories ride like shadows beside. Under the moon, in the quiet where they hide, could a man find peace in a wandering life? Or just echoes of you and a heart cut by night? Sometimes they whisper on the prairie comes clear, tales of times when love felt so near. A dance, a laugh, a kiss stolen in jest. So these trails, how they put a soul to test. So saddle burns, oh the scars of the past, grit and tears, and moments that last, letting go in the winds that sweep through. Forever bound on these trails to the ghost of you. Hear the sigh of the night as it closes the day. A cowboy rides on, but his heart will stay. Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, I found her scarf by the creek where the wild water flowed. It danced in the breeze like a whisper from ghosts. In that quiet little town where I loved her the most. Oh, that scarf washed away in the cold silver streams, like the dreams we spun under the gold prairie beams. Now the cabins lie empty and the porch is all mown for a cowboy ride, fading trails alone. Years fell away like the leaves from those trees. Her laughter once filled up the autumn soft breeze, but time like a thief stole her warmth in the night, leaving just memories fading out of sight. Oh, that scarf washed away in the cold silver streams, like the dreams we spun under the gold prairie beams. Now the cabins lie empty and the porch is all mown for a cowboy rides the fading trails alone. Under the vast aching sky where the old river bends, I reckon hearts are like rivers, they twist and they win. that scarf washed away with my heart's quiet pleas, lost in the dance of the whispering trees. The sun dips, the shadows claim the day's fiery glow. A cowboy drifts onward, letting go, but never hold.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie long, on the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand, there's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind. Each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabin sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky. On the nights too cold since you've been gone. Those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through dreams vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree, where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever and a day.
where the oak tree shadows stretch long and thin. I first saw her where the creek bends at the chin of the valley beneath the sky, painted by God's own hand. Her laughter spilling like rain over dry, dusty land. She danced by the porch with a scarf light and blue, boots tapping stories only whispered to a chosen few. Boots shut the door on the love we once knew, echoing steps in a home, not just a view. Every sunset drips down like the bleeding of my heart. Each gravel road a reminder why we're apart. The wind's a cruel keeper of the whispers we shared, tangling them in the oak's arms. Oh, I fared. Years swept like storms across the open plains, turning vibrant wildflowers into memories and remains. That old cabin with the creaking wooden floor holds a ghost of her perfume like a soldier from the war. Empty saddle, fading trails where we once rode side by side. Now just the dust swirling behind from the life I tried to hide. Boots shut the door on the love we once knew, echoing steps in a home, now just a view. Every sunset bleeds down like the crying of my heart. Each gravel road a testament to why we're apart. The wind laughs with secrets of the whispers we shared, lost in the oak's embrace, a burden I bear. Maybe the land remembers her steps, her gentle sigh, for it whispers back each evening with a mournful reply. Under the vast starlit dome, I confess to the night, her shadow still lingers in the flicker of my campfire light. Boots shut the door, yet her echo walks through, a haunting step in every room and every view. As the stars peel off the sky like old paint off the floor, I'm learning love is the ghost you can't ignore. With every dawn I wake to face this land so wide and deep. Boots shut the door, but the heart never sleeps.